Execute. This is a very important step of the bullseye formula. If you have an idea, if you plan but you don't execute, you just spinning your wheels, man. You just exhausting your mind. So if you do all these things but you don't execute, it's never going to come to fruition. You can, like, this is another thing with a lot of people who are, manifestation, like affirmations are great things, but you cannot say you're manifesting something but your actions are not following it. Like, yes, speak good things and speak those things, but just by speaking it doesn't mean it's going to come about. Nah, it says faith without works is dead. So you have to put action behind the things that you're believing in and that you want to see in your imagination. So execute, that means, I'm trying to think of another word, but it's the only word I can say. Execute the plan. Execute the plan. Do it. And then be great. Be great at it. Be great at what you're doing. Now, are you solving people's problems? Are you engaging an audience? What are responses from the people you're serving? So what are the responses from the people you're serving? Last but not least, adjust and be great, efficient. Adjust and be great, be efficient. All right, now let's kind of go over this a little bit. Execute the plan. Do it. Do everything that you went through your plan, everything you wrote down in the plan, just execute it. Nothing else, nothing deep. Be great at what you are doing. This is a really important part because if you are average, you're gonna get looked over. But if you become great at what you do and you become like your, like if you become one of the greatest, you will be well known. You're gonna be well known by the fruits of your labor. So be great at what you're doing. This is another important step. This is like a keystone because if you're great, people are gonna come back and they're gonna love what you're doing because greatness speaks for itself. And this, whenever you're being great, you're saying less but being more. And when you're saying less and being more, people respect that. I mean, come on, bro. Like, enough said. I don't gotta say no more. This is like a measuring question. Are you solving people's problems? If not, okay, adjust. Are you engaging an audience? This is another part of seeing like, okay, if my audience is growing as I keep posting on social media, I'm keep posting content, and as I'm keep talking to other people and I'm keep helping other people, is the people you're helping, are they telling other people about you? If it is, this is a great sign. That means you're doing something great. But if they're not telling people about you and your audience is not growing, then maybe you're not really solving people's problems. So go back and adjust and understand how you can be more efficient. Last but not least, what are the responses from the people you're serving? This is another important part. You need to understand, like, is there anything else that I can do better to serve you? Because at the end of the day, we are serving somebody with our gifts. And we want to serve people the best way we can because we really just want to have someone like, oh, I have a problem. Hey, now I have it solved. And that's what we're all doing, no matter what it is. So, boom, that's done. Let's get to the next one. Fourth step, consistency, which this whole video is about. This whole channel, consistency, the very thing that's been my detriment to my great success. But we getting it now. We getting it now. Now, just to let you guys know, this bullseye formula is something that I came up with and I'm now applying. So it's not like something I've been doing for a long time. So I'm starting with you guys. So consistency. First step in consistency is over time, stay consistent. I'm gonna write this down here. Let me erase this. Stay consistent with executing. Sow and reap. I'm gonna break that down later. Third, serve more people. Fourth, focus on input, not too much of the output. All right, this is a part that I get stuck at right here. Over time, stay consistent with executing. Everything that we just went over with executing, you stay consistent with that, and over time, you will start to see the fruits of your labor. That's that. Sow and reap. Oh, this is such a powerful principle that God has been revealing to me in these past few months. Man, sow and reap. If you sow more good seeds, and good seeds could be things about the vision that God has given you, I'm telling you, you're going to reap a harvest. And when I mean sowing, that means serving more people. That's the sow. You sow into more people of the vision that God gave you, and you just keep helping more people. You're more focused on serving people, not profiting off of people. You're going to reap that. Now, if you're more focused on the profiting of people, you're going to reap that as well. It's going to show. It's going to show your heart and your motives. But if your motive is pure and you're really just serving more people and just trying to help them, it's also going to show too. And guess what? People love people who are intentional. People love people who are genuine. Especially when nowadays when everyone's asking for something and they want something from you, the last thing they want is to get taken advantage of from somebody else. So you are helping somebody, trust and believe. With God, you're going to go very far. So serve more people. Last thing, focus on the input, not too much of the output. Could be where people lose motivation because they've been consistent and they don't see the fruits of it yet, and they're still not understanding. But let me tell you this little process right here. I got my degree in sustainable business and environment studies, so I love plants. I love how we can use food forests to grow our own grocery stores in our backyard. And one thing about growing a fruit tree, it's not easy. But everyone wants the fruit, but it's not easy. So the thing about growing a fruit tree, right? So first you get the little seed right here, and then you plant the seed. So I'm just gonna say this is our soil, and then we plant the seed right here. It takes months. I mean, not months, but it takes time. It takes time for this plant to sprout or this seed to sprout. Once it got dirt and got rain and all these different things, and then it got sunlight, and then finally this thing starts to sprout, and then it starts to break through the surface, and then it has to grow roots, and roots has to grow down. Roots gotta grow down. This is I'm talking about a lot of time has passed by. Then once this plant actually starts to grow, it has to grow leaves, branches, all sorts of things. And then by the time it's growing all these branches, just about this, and all these trees and stuff like that, it still didn't produce the fruit. The fruit, now after the tree has grown branches and the leaves, then finally the tree starts to produce fruit. And then once it produces that fruit, it might not even be the greatest fruit. It might be a small one. It might not be the season, so you might have to wait for the next season for it to be even to harvest the better fruits. So what I'm trying to tell you, yeah, it's gonna come, but you just gotta stay steadfast and trust the process. All right? That's why I say focus on the input. Focus on what you're putting in. If you're putting in everything that you're doing the execution and you're staying consistent with it, then trust it. Know that you trust yourself and trust the God in you, because God says He's working everything out for the good of those who love Him. So if you know that, it's just a matter of time before your fruit starts to grow. We're not done yet.